So today what I want to talk about is how to get really fulfilled. And I think the way that you do that is actually to follow what you truly want to do versus following what are you supposed to do. So maybe let's define terms first. What do I mean when I say what are you supposed to do? And I think what are you supposed to do is when you're doing something that is kind of like dictated by your environment, either by what society thinks or pushes that you think should be doing, or it could be like from your friends or family. I mean, the best example is the typical like Asian family household that wants you to become a doctor because, a lot of Asian parents, including mine, they, fled from whatever Asian country that they were at, immigrated. Well, my parents went to Canada, to the US, wherever. And then obviously they had it a lot harder than we did. So what they want for their kid is just to do well. And what is the safest, best way to do that? Probably is to study hard and become a doctor because, like, once you become a doctor, you're basically guaranteed a job for life and you'll be able to live comfortably and support like your future family. But even though that's what they think is ideal for you, it most likely is not what you actually want. Like, for example, I would never see myself as being a doctor. My parents, I wouldn't say they pushed me, but they definitely suggested me to become a pharmacist, and I tried to do that and realized that, yeah, it wasn't for me. Also, I didn't have the grades anyways, so I didn't end up being anything close to a pharmacist. Um, and now, like, yeah, I'm like graduated as an engineer, did consulting, worked in tech, and still kind of figuring out what I truly want. So I guess that goes to the question, how do you know what you truly want? And the answer is kind of woo woo, I would say, because I think the answer is like following your gut is probably the best indication of how you know what you truly want. Um, I think the best way, like I guess a more practical way of answering this question or trying to see what you truly want is from one of Naval's quotes, and I don't remember it by heart, but it effectively goes like this. Um, Basically, find something that you think is play, but others feel it's work, and this could be really anything. Like, for example, like I'm someone who loves doing a lot of research. Like I just like finding what the best stuff is. Like, for example, like whenever we travel, um, I will take like a lot of time to open like all the different tabs and search what are the best restaurants at whatever country or city that we're going to. And obviously, like this doesn't really translate to like what I truly want to do because I mean, I probably can't be an official researcher for, restaurants. I mean, that could potentially lead to like me doing like a food blog or something like that, but I don't think that's what I truly want to do. That's just an example of like things that I know that I'm really good at and other people might not like as much. I mean, some people love, creating side projects. They love coding stuff and like I hate coding stuff. So like if you know that you have a uh, I always say in French, like penchant towards a certain activity that you like doing, I think that's something that you should go towards. And if you don't really know what you do, honestly, what I've been doing for the past 5, 6 years is really just trying a lot of things. I tried copywriting, I tried design, I tried coding again. So, and then, I think I think what I'm leaning towards is really content creation. And then now I'm like hesitating between, should I be writing? I feel that writing is something that I just love doing. And my type of writing is really just like from the top of my head. Like I love the uh, journaling aspect of writing. And also like I like the fact that I'm able to share my ideas online and meeting people that way. I know that that's something that to me comes very easy. What's harder for me in the writing aspect is like more the editing portion and like cleaning everything up. So that's a lot harder. But to start getting out ideas, that I'm very good at. So that's where I'm leaning towards. But it could be very different for you, obviously, because you're not me. Um, so okay, so let's say now like you know what people are kind of like pushing you to be, and you also know what you truly want to do. Like, how do you get to a point to really focus on that? And I wish I had the best answer, because if so, that means that I would be doing that right away, and obviously I'm not doing that right now. But this is how I'm thinking about it, and I think like first of all, the most important thing is to just start. And this is something that I need to keep reminding myself, because um, I tend to be more of a perfectionist, and when I don't enjoy the quality of my work, it's really hard for me to publish. So I think again, like this is the reason why I'm doing PR30 as well, like why I'm just almost forcing myself to create shitty videos, or at least not shitty, but not to my standard of videos. Like, it's not like a Mr. Beast quality type video. And I think just the fact that I'm able to start doing something is huge. And then eventually, what you want to do is slowly iterate on top of it and make it such that this activity that you're doing on, I don't know, let's say 2 to 4 hours a week basis, eventually it kind of picks up to like 10, 20, 30, and then eventually you go full time. And now, obviously, that's a lot harder, because then that also means like, how do you make money with what you want to do and all that? I'm not going to answer that right now, because anyways, I'm not even there. But I think like, yeah, the first start for me is really just like making sure that I'm able to post content. And this could be like anything else. Like if you want to code, then start coding just for fun. Just build like small apps, for example. If you want to draw, start drawing. If you want to do a podcast, start like talking to other people. There's always like little small steps that you could do, and I think what's important is that you don't really care about the quality that you're outputting right away. And as you go, slowly you're going to start iterating. Like right now, I think this is my 8th video, I believe, and the only thing I've been doing is like just pressing record, speaking in front of a camera, and kind of like publishing it. And in the last few videos, when I had time, I tried to do an outline. So for example, this one, I wrote down like a small paragraph, and I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, but sometimes I kind of like look towards it, to at least like kind of give me some sort of structure to my ideas. And I think like, for example, this video is probably a lot better than the first video that I did, just because like I had that structure. And then eventually I'm going to add more stuff on top of it. And I hope that this, or what I'm doing now, also translates to my writing, where right now, first of all, I'm not even publishing anything in my writing. So it's probably just like starting again, just like either tweeting something on a day-to-day basis of just like a thought on Twitter, and then eventually adding more on that. So either go to like a weekly thread per week on a certain topic and stuff like that. So hopefully, yeah, that was helpful. And yeah, let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's it.